So in my last video, I went around asking Japanese people what they think about Germans, and I did that for the benefit of my German friend Armin, who feels slightly misunderstood by Japanese people. He feels there's too many misconceptions about Germans, and I think the reason he's so traumatized by that is this incident that happened years ago when I went traveling with him and my Japanese friend to Nikko. Nikko is a small town about 1.5 hours north of Tokyo. It's very nice. So we went to this small family-run restaurant together, and the manager there was very excited to see some foreigners. The only trouble was he couldn't really speak English, so Saya had to translate everything. And the first thing that Saya had to translate was a message from the manager to me saying that he wants me to come down to the basement with him because he's got a photo of himself with the Australian president. And I thought to myself, Australia doesn't really have presidents, we've got prime ministers, but I was more than willing to follow a Japanese man down into a basement. So I went down the stairs with him and he showed me a photo, and it was a picture of him with Helen Clark, who's actually the ex-Prime Minister of New Zealand. So not quite an Australian Prime Minister, but he wasn't far off and I was very impressed. So anyway, we went back to the restaurant and then he got even more excited that Armin was German. And he asked Saya to translate something to Armin, but Saya was refusing to do it and he got all uncomfortable. And when we were paying for the bill, the manager just kept pointing at Armin and asking Saya to translate this message, and Saya was refusing to do it. So finally, after we had escaped, I asked Saya, what was he wanting to say to Armin? And Armin looked kind of confused, and Saya said, look, I felt kind of uncomfortable translating what he wanted me to say. And I said, why? Why was it uncomfortable? I don't care about Armin, just tell me. And apparently what he wanted to say to Armin was, I am so proud to have a German in my restaurant. I would like it if Japan and Germany went to war again together. But this time, let's not invite Italy, because they just ruin everything. But Japan and Germany together can rule the world. And upon hearing this, Armin looked kind of hurt and annoyed, but I personally found it hilarious, and that's why I'm telling you. So leave a comment and let me know what you think. Should Japan and Germany team up together and go to war? Is it all Italy's fault that they lost the war? Would it be a good thing if Germany and Japan controlled the world? Don't think it really would be, but leave me a comment, especially you far-right people. I love what you have to say, and see you next time.